Hello, welcome back to the SentOff podcast. It's a second podcast on YouTube. It's just me today, just Joseph, and this is what I did in the last on SoundCloud. I did a couple of times. I did Palace Talk. Now that video that's just been uploaded, that podcast onto YouTube, was recorded on Tuesday, and of course a lot of things were in the way, so I didn't know how I was going to upload it. Luckily, I found something that's up. Do go listen to that as well. Good in-depth conversation about the World Cups in the past and good memories of them and Ballon d'Or nominations. But in this podcast, I'm going to talk about Palace and basically today. So, going to paint the picture for you. Start of the day, woke up. Had to go to an open day for university. Sorry. So I wake up, get ready. About 10 o'clock I leave. No, sorry, about 11 o'clock. On the train with my mum. Get there. The plan was to get back and get in there for probably miss 10 minutes of the Palace game, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace today. But the talk went over, and as the minutes went by, I understood and came to the realization I was not going to make the game. And when I looked at it, I thought, oh, it's Chelsea. It's a good game to watch. We always turn up against the big teams at home. Like, we always give them a game. But recent form, I think we could do it, but my heart says it, but my brain's telling me no chance. So I'm on the train back from Guildford, looking at my phone, refreshing. See the lineup: Zaha up front, like that. Schlupp playing again left mid. I've said that in the last podcast on my own on SoundCloud that I actually like that idea, because I feel like he brings something different, defensive and attacking. See Kabay and MacArthur play. Townsend on the right, Milivojevic just in behind them again. Don't want to brag, but I did say that is what I'd want. Van Arnold left back, good defence, good team. Speroni in goal, different. Obviously Hennessy injured. Then I see Kabay scores. Later it turns to Cesar Azpilicueta own goal, and after that I see 1-1, and I thought, because obviously when you see the goal, you see. Sorry, let me go back to my initial feeling. My initial feeling of seeing the goal was a selfish thing. I was a bit angry, like, I missed it. I missed the first goal of the season. But then I thought, we scored. Like, the feeling changed to just just a lot of delight, I guess. I was ecstatic. We scored, and I was really happy about that. And then then it came to my head that we scored against Chelsea, and I thought maybe we could do it. Then I see it was 1-1, and that's when I thought, please don't make this be another Man City or Man United score. Again, it's a shame because I would have loved to have been there, but I did have to prioritise this open day, and I'm talking to you as I'd normally talk to you as if I was telling you my experience at the game, because obviously you get a better insight of the display. I won't lie to you, I haven't even seen the goals yet. It is currently 6:30, and I got back quite a few hours ago, and I've been just trying to sort out the other podcast. Haven't had time to look at the goals, which is quite poor. But I will probably look at them during this. But yeah, seeing Zaha score just before the first half ends, it brings something different. We've really missed him. Wilfred Zaha, we've really missed him. Right? He brings something to the team that no one in the team can bring. Like, Townsend tries his best. Benteke is supposed to be a goal threat, but Zaha brings that excitement, and that excitement builds up the fans, the atmosphere, builds up the atmosphere, and then that atmosphere relays onto the pitch, because the 12th man is that natural thing, like, and that boosts up the players, and then you get overall better team performance. So I think we owe a lot to Zaha in this game, just from what I saw on social media and what the pundits were saying. He got a very big a very positive review of his game. Apparently, him and Townsend worked very well, with Townsend and Zaha kind of alternating. I saw Zaha's press interview after the game, and he was talking about how Hodgson told if one of them's whipping it in, make sure the other one's in the box, because obviously without a striker, you'd expect us to struggle, but we lose a striker and we start scoring. I'm just the thing is, I've been saying at school for a long time. You can't base our games off of these teams, Chelsea, Man United, Man City. You can't base our season off them teams because obviously we lost 5-0, 4-0, and then we beat one of them, and then like that kind of brings back some. It brings back a bigger positivity in the team, but it also, I don't know, beating a giant. Everyone in the whole club, fans, everyone included, just feels better than beating Huddersfield or something. But this win kind of like displaces the negative feelings towards the Huddersfield loss and probably the Burnley loss or something like that. It kind of replaces them, like because it's like it's that big of a win that it replaces that big of losses. If that makes sense, I don't know how. Surely it does. If you're a Palace fan listening to this, you know how you're feeling right now. We beat Chelsea again 2-1, home and away. This one home. Last time we played them away, we beat them 2-1. It's just it's just a Palace thing to do, to be honest. We struggle against Huddersfield, Burnley, Swansea, Southampton, etc. Well, everyone so far, and then all of a sudden we're beating Chelsea 2-1, the champions. Like how have we done this? I don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna give you a live reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. The highlights. Sorry if the noise is bad, but I'm gonna give you a live reaction to my me seeing the goals. Let me turn that down. All right. Sorry. So obviously, yeah, the commentator saying we lost the most games and went the longest without winning a game. Oof, good goal. Whipped in by Townsend. Ooh, a bit of a dribbler. Whipped in, chested down by Goodbye in the box, and it comes off a knee. That is an awful goal. That's our first goal of the season. That is awful. But a goal is a goal. Poor goal to concede there from the corner kick from Chelsea. He's delivered in. Sacco seems to fall over a little bit, like leaned down. That wasn't his man, it was Van Arnold's man. Loses track of Bakayoko and he leaps, heads it down on the ground, which is what you want to do, and it goes into the corner. Speroni's a big of a good to see him back in the team, to be honest. Obviously with Hennessy injured, he had to be, but you go back to first season in the Premier, he was fantastic. So hopefully he can repeat that for the next couple of games. We're putting in a fantastic defensive performance, I heard as well. Good shot by Townsend. Townsend had a good game as well. We had many shots. I was seeing that on the stats. We had quite a few good shots in the game, and it's quite surprising, to be honest. Oof, that was a good shot by Paragon. Yeah, I was quite surprised. We kept up with the game. Right? We had an equal amount of shots on target, more shots than them overall. It was just quite decent to watch. Just watched the second goal. So Mamadou Sakho was up probably from a corner. He's up on the pitch, maybe not from a corner. He might have just. That's the sort of player Mamadou Sakho is. He is a ball playing midfielder. My apologies. A ball playing centre back, and he has got it in him to deliver a pass. He's on the edge of the box on the left hand side, and he plays a ball into Zaha, and similar to how Zaha done that against Chelsea last time in the not similar at all. It's a different position on the. He's on the left hand side of the box, running in on the right, and but linked to the Chelsea away game where he had like so many players around him, he had a job to do. He had to get, but it wasn't an easy goal to score. So he collects the ball from a Sacco pass on the left hand side of the box, and he has a very good touch. I'm just about to watch it again here. So it played in, he touches it round, I think it says Aspilicueta, and it's a fantastic finish in the bottom right hand corner, and that's what you want from Zaha, in and around those positions, because he's got a good shot on him when he's on his day, and it seems today he was on his day. Reminds me a little bit of the whole goal as well, how he finished that. But yeah, it's a fantastic finish. I'd have loved to have been there. It looks like Sacco tackled the ball just before. He plays it on the left hand side of the box, and Zaha takes a tap past Cesar Spilicueta and finesses it round Courtois in the bottom right hand corner. And I believe, if I might stand corrected. Yep, Fabregas has a shot across the bar here. I might stand corrected, but we were on the back foot for the rest of that game. I might be wrong by saying that, but I think looking at the stats, you saw that Chelsea began to get more of the ball, a few more shots on goal, and yeah, we stuck in the game, put a foothold in the game, and we done really well. And I'm proud. I know it sounds quite not proud. I'm happy. I'm really happy with the fact that we're looking at that and hearing about what the pundits are saying, etc. You're seeing now with Palace what we were last year near the end of the season with Sam Allardyce, the defensive force that we are. Van Aanholt, Sacco, Dan, and I'd prefer for Sumensa, but Ward's there. That's Ward on his day is decent. On his bad days, he is awful. So it's a bit of a variation there, but it's solid. Sacco was a fantastic signing, as you can see. Every Palace fan knows that he was going to be fantastic and he was going to step up. But I'm really looking forward to the next game against Newcastle away. That really decides where we're at as a team. I think we just come off a win, our first win of the season and first goals of the season against Chelsea, and I feel like depending on how we do in the next game, it decides how if we've got that fighting spirit. I don't know. This Chelsea game should take us on to the next couple games against Newcastle, Everton, West Ham. I feel like we can get a couple more points because this run-in we just had, I don't think reflects how we've been performing overall because we kept Man City out for 45 minutes. You saw today Stoke couldn't do that, losing 7-2. But I genuinely believe that I say it at school to everyone that these results do not reflect our season. Like, yes, we lost to Huddersfield, yes, we lost to Burnley, yes, we lost to Swansea and Southampton. But if you look at those games, we had chances. Burnley, we had 20 plus chances. This game we created quite a few. I think 10, 11 against the ex-champions, and I'm feeling positive now more than I have been before. Because before I felt positive because I had to feel positive, or I'd have been very down. But now there is something to hold on to. Now that we've got that win, and the first win is the hardest, I guess. A lot of teams, we were the only team that not to get any points on the board, and now we are. And now you look at the table, we're 1 point behind Bournemouth. We're, I think, 2 points behind. I think it's in 8 teams. It might be Leicester. I might be wrong in saying that. I'll just find it out. But yeah, we're close. We're close to coming out the table. Coming out the bottom three. The bottom three. In 17th place is I think 7 points. Now, yes, that is going to be not the easiest to get there, but it's so it looks so much more positive than 0 points and above us is 4. That means we have to get two games. As I said in the last podcast, I feel like teams like Bournemouth and Stoke, Brighton, Huddersfield especially as well. They're in 11th, but they haven't won a game in a while. But I look at this team, like the teams above us, Bournemouth, Leicester, Everton, yeah, and I see they've been getting away with it, like in the press. Crystal Palace have been the laughing stock. Now you look up, you see, oh, they were the laughing stock, but Bournemouth are only a point ahead of them. Leicester are only 2 points ahead of them. Everton are only 4 points ahead of them. So we're not far off of getting out of the bottom three, and that's what we need to do. We need to fight and look up now. I know we're 8 games in and we've only got our first points on the board, but we now need to look up and to overtake Bournemouth. We can do it, and that's what I've been saying to everyone at school. Like, you got to look at it in the grand picture. Where before this game, we were 7 games in, no points on the board. 7 games and having 0 points is awful, yeah. But it's not the end of the world because it's a 38 game season, all right. And after this result, I'm feeling positive. And if you do look at the results today, I didn't think I'd do this, but might as well. Bournemouth lost to Tottenham. Swansea beat Huddersfield. Stoke lost 7-2. West Ham drew to Burnley. Like, they're all in and around the area. They're all in and around the area. I don't know where Swansea are. I think Swansea are doing in 13th and West Ham in 14th. But Stoke losing 7-2. They're 15th now. Bournemouth losing 1-0 today. They're stuck down there with us. Leicester are playing tomorrow, as well as Everton and Brighton and Southampton and West. There's a lot of teams playing tomorrow. And today, at the moment, just a little addition. Arsenal winning 1-0 at the moment against Watford, 52nd minute, and Liverpool drew 0-0. That is a big, big disappointment. You expect one of those derbies to bring a lot of excitement. Probably might have had last ditch tackles, but 0-0 there. So yeah, as a Palace fan, I'm feeling very good, positive, and I'm glad now we're on YouTube. More podcasts will be coming through. But I know how I'm going to post them now, and eventually I'm going to be sharing it on Facebook and sharing it here and there, so people can access, like, can know about it. My voice is going, so they can know about it, and I do hope we get a few views here and there. But I do want some feedback, unless you message me privately if you know me. Do you want a camera filming the face while we podcast? I personally think it would be a good addition. It'd be harder to produce them. There might be less coming at you. Because right now might not be looking the best. I don't have a camera, but just slap a mic in front of me, it's all good. But yeah, Palace talk. Just about, first of all, let me know if it's a thing you'd want, camera as well as the microphone and the podcast. If not, we'll carry on like we are with the picture. You can open a new tab, do your homework or something while you listen to us talk about Palace. Talk about football, sorry. I'll talk about Palace. Noah does not like him one bit. What he does, but blah blah blah. Let me not waffle anymore. Thank you for listening to this SentOff podcast. In the hour-long ones, the longer ones, we do the sending off bit. We've added that in, and the quiz and the little jokey quiz we have. I might add in a sending off here. I'm going to send off. Cesar Azpilicueta for that own goal, because it was quite. Actually, no, I feel bad for that. He didn't do too poorly. It was a bit of a hit and hope. Like, he kind of hit off him and he had nothing to do with it. I'm going to send off. Who am I going to send off? Antonio Conte, for losing 2 games in a row in his for the first time at Chelsea. Antonio Conte, you've been sent off. This has been the Sent Off podcast. I'm Joseph. Thank you for listening. Come back next week or next time, where there'll be even more top quality podcasting for you. I'm waffling in a bit. Thank you for listening. Bye.